Let's go.
Every time.
Hey, New Year, 2K24. We are here, man. Blessings. We made it, bro. We made it.
That's a fact.
Another year around the sun. Another year around the globe. More life, more blessings. Honestly, we have a lot of people that didn't make it to 2024, so really much blessings.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's the reality of it. You know, you can not make it throughout a year. So blessings that we are here. It felt like yesterday it was 2019. You blink your eye, you got the pandemic. You had the pandemic we was in for almost 2-3 years, and that felt like an eternity because of all the things that went on and transpired.
That was crazy. That was a
crazy time. I still can't believe we went, because when we thought we was going to hit 2020, we wasn't expecting a pandemic to just be.
The year started off very normal.
Yeah, and it did.
But we should have. I felt like I should have known, because that was the first year there were no moves on New Year's Eve. Yeah. I remember that. That was the first year. I was like, dang, like we usually throw something. We didn't throw nothing.
Always throw something.
We didn't throw nothing. No one else threw anything. People was out of town. I was like, dang, there's no moves. Mm-hmm. That right there should have told me it was about to be an ominous
for
year.
sure. And then like as far as this decade goes, like we haven't done much on New Year's as well too.
We gotta start throwing stuff again.
We gotta start getting. Honestly, just how we intro, bro. Like honestly, the people out there that don't make it, you never know. Each and every day, bro, we never know. So embrace those who are around you, your loved ones, your family, your friends, because you really honestly never know. So you want to cherish those moments, for sure. And the mantra of 2024, bro, like I don't have nothing to say. I don't really have I have a lot of goals and aspirations, but just do it, bro. Like just do it, get it done, for real, because it's too much talk. You know, every time we enter the new year, we talk about all the things we're supposed to do. But if you don't put action to it, it's never going to get done.
Faith without works is dead.
Yep, for sure.
Faith without works is dead.
That's real talk.
I'm sitting on my phone trying to find random news.
Oh, yeah, but real talk. It's a lot going on. Like I said, happy holidays. The new year, we are now here. This the mama mentality year. You know,
I think that died with Kobe.
24. Nah, 24, bro. It's forever lives in him. Just like the marathon always live in Nipsey Hussle. Like certain mantras, bro. They always gonna live.
I feel like that died with Kobe. Because people don't know what that really means. They're not really about that. You know what I'm saying?
That's true too.
Like he was a different type of.
He was. What I'm saying?
Like I don't think people really about that. And that's fine.
And you know, if you appreciate Kobe, he don't take no nonsense.
Yeah,
if you like actually be about the mantra, then be about it.
I feel like that died with Kobe. Like I don't think guys get to say that. Unless you're really about that, I don't think you get to say that. Like if you're not really about getting up at 4 a.m. to work out before the workout.
Or just had that mindset.
Yeah, like.
Or just had that mindset. You know. You're absolutely right.
But I get it though. It's 24, you know. And we're coming up on the anniversary of when he passed. He passed in January.
Yep, and that was a crazy
2020.
Time.
That was crazy.
That was a crazy time. We had a lot of fallen soldiers. Great
songs faces kidnap accusations.
It's been crazy, man.
Trey Songz has been on one lately. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm starting to believe all this stuff.
Always. You know, it's a lot of things that's gonna happen this year. The first thing that I've noticed right before the new year, bro, is what I put up here is Japan, but also across the Pacific Ocean right now. It's been high waves, bro. As far as like the border of California.
I did see that one video.
I woke up this morning and it said it was speculations of an earthquake in Rockville, Maryland, in the DMV area. It was a 2.3 magnitude earthquake. It's just like, bro, as soon as we hit the new year, it's a lot of things that are going on. I never turn a blind eye to this type of stuff, because when you go into like those type of realms and you see the plates shift with earthquakes, that causes tsunamis, that causes hurricanes.
I don't know who was recording that tsunami,
Mm-mm.
not the tsunami, but that wave hitting. But the camera work on that joint was incredible. He needed to be doing movies. You see that?
Yeah, I did see it.
The camera work. Listen. I mean, it was a serious situation. People got hurt.
That's the problem too. You better stop recording.
I don't understand. I don't understand like people's like immediate reaction to do that. Like I've seen too many videos of people trying to run away from bears. I'm like, why am I seeing this? Why is that your first thought to pull out your camera? Like, if I survive a bear attack, I'll tell you later, and you just believe me. Whatever happened. But like,
I'm not gonna be there.
I'm not gonna pull my phone out to record me walking away from a grizzly bear. I'm just not doing it. Like,
and since social media, bro, people have lost their lives just to get the footage.
I don't understand. Like, it doesn't make sense to do that. Like,
that's true. Because that's the first video I saw. It was California. I forgot what beach it was, and he was just recording as the tides got higher and higher. Exactly.
I was like, it looked fire. I ain't gonna lie, like it looked fire. Like
looked like in the movie.
It looked like a movie scene. Like shout out to him, but just like really, like shouldn't you run from the waves, get somewhere safe, and then record? If anything, like
I don't know why is that something that happens every year? Like the first of the month, it's always something catastrophic or crazy happen. The first day of the new year. Like I don't know. Recently, first day of the new year, it's just been wild. Especially like as far as weather goes. Like
it could be a weather thing.
It is weather. It's timing too. Like what are the odds? And then also in Japan, yesterday it was a plane that collided and crashed. And honestly,
I didn't hear about that.
I don't know all the full in depth about that story, but I did hear about it. I just want to say condolences because, like, this is the new year. As soon as the new year happens, a lot of these things start to happen, and don't turn a blind eye to it.
Stuff like that makes me not want to live by water. Like, it seems cool at first, it seems relaxing, but then it's like too many things go wrong.
This is why I told you I never want to get on a cruise, bro. I don't want to deal with nothing. I don't want to deal with nothing in dealing with water, bro. Even though I understand people tell me about their cruise experience, it doesn't feel like you're on a cruise. You know, you feel like, but also if I walk outside, I see nothing but water. Anything can happen. I'm talking about anything can happen. I take my chances taking an airplane, then I'd rather take my chances of taking an airplane, flying in the air, than a cruise in water. I'm good, bro.
Listen, I put my trust in the Lord. You're going to be all right. You're going to pray over it. You're going to pray about it. You're going to be good.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm telling you, that water is a little different. That's different dynamic of craziness.
I mean, you're taking a risk either way. You get in your car, get on the plane, on the train.
Yeah, it's a risk every single day. Every single day.
You got to pick and choose your risks.
All right. Come on.
We are the risk takers.
Come on, Hugh.
What's up?
All right. I told you last week. Everybody talking about stats, Lamar. Now, everybody want to talk about stats, and he doesn't have the best stats to be the MVP. Nah, forget all that, bro. I was
comparing him to himself, not to anyone else in the league, because no one else quarterback wise looks like they've been playing the best other than Brock. But I'm like, when I look at his MVP numbers, I'm like, they're way better than what he's done this year. That's why I was like,
that's true.
I don't know if I can keep the same energy because he played better than this.
Efficiency is key, though. His passer rating is key. If you're watching every game, the dynamic in which he's making plays is key.
Yeah.
And also Lamar, even though you can say he's not having the best statistical year, what he's doing with that team is on a whole nother level. And now they have all the pieces to put it together, bro. And you got to think about it. Even though that the wide receivers, they're starting to perform now, they are really not. They are becoming.
They're still missing Mark Andrews,
but that's crazy. They still doing this with Mark Andrews. They didn't play last game with Marlon Humphrey.
Mark Andrews is out.
They just got Odell this year. They didn't know what was going to be expected of Odell. Zay Flowers, we expected him to do this, but he's showing that he can be a superstar caliber wide receiver. Bateman has been stepping up, so the whole team has stepped up. But Likely's been balling, the tight end.
Yeah.
He's been balling. But
they running back fast as a mother.
That's what makes him the most valuable player, bro, because he brings that team into a whole they get in a whole nother regard when he's playing effective and efficiently. When you have more touchdowns than incompletions, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. He's beating the Lions, he's beating the 49ers, he's beating the Dolphins.
He's beating the Dolphins. The Dolphins lost to everyone that was good.
Did he beat I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know if did Baltimore beat the Cowboys?
They haven't played the Cowboys.
I don't think they played the Cowboys. But the Ravens have every team.
They should have. They almost lost to the Rams.
Every team that we thought they was in that was contenders, they have beaten.
Pretty much.
And he's outperformed all of them.
I don't know. I mean, it's not. I'm not against Lamar at all. Like I've always supported Lamar. I'm on record on here been supporting Lamar. I don't know. I just always felt like, sometimes you get tired of seeing a quarterback get it. And you feel like there's other deserving players to get it, but it seems like it's a quarterback award.
It is.
So for me, like, my preference is to see either Tyreek or C-Mac get it. If Lamar gets it, I won't be ecstatic because he deserves it for sure.
I understand that too.
But I'm looking at what other guys in the league are doing, and I'm like, yo, man, like, we gonna see Lamar and other quarterbacks do what he's doing. How many guys we gonna see? He's gonna score 23 straight touchdowns. Have 14 straight games with a touchdown. We ain't gonna see that almost ever again.
That's true. And Tyreek's 1,700 yards back.
Even the year last year when Derrick Henry ran for 2,000 yards twice, they still gave it to A-Rod and Mahomes. It was like, heck, the 1 year Barry Sanders ran for 2,000 yards, they gave him a co-MVP with Brett Favre. Yeah. So it was kind of like, it's like, dang, man. Like, I think the last person that wasn't the quarterback to win it was Adrian Peterson. So it's like, it's almost like, if this is a quarterback award, just say that. But it's like,
That's true too. I think
oftentimes the MVP does not always go to the offensive player of the year.
Correct.
Which is weird. Because like, it usually goes to an offensive guy.
That's
but then you give the offensive player of the year to somebody else. Because like the year Cooper Kupp won it, but he didn't win MVP. He was the Triple Crown winner.
Correct.
And the Super Bowl MVP. Correct. So it was like, if Lamar wins it, trust me, I'm not against Lamar winning it. He deserves it. He's been, listen, anything that people have said about him, the quarterbacking thing was nuts, by the way. Quarterback, what even is that?
That's my problem with a lot of these analysts.
Quarterbacking. But they get mad at Cam Newton, who actually knows the position. You know what I'm saying? But whatever.
He never played it down to football. Don't know the logistics of football. Don't really know football.
He definitely deserves it. But I do feel like there are legitimately other guys, like at least two other guys that could get this award who I would not be mad seeing get it.
But also in the same regard what is crazy what Lamar is doing as well too is that with CMC, I'm not sure how many yards he does have, but Lamar almost has about 1,000 yards too rushing. So add that on with how efficient he has been, having the best TD to interception ratio.
C-Man's got more touchdowns,
man,
combined though.
Yeah, but
no, he got 14 rushing touchdowns.
Who? CMC? Yeah, they've been going crazy.
14.
They've been going crazy. They've been going crazy. So like you said, I don't mind, but I feel like this is a clear cut race now. It's Lamar, bro. It's Lamar.
Yeah, I still think that's your Super Bowl though. 49ers.
Yeah, I think so too.
The Ravens. I still think, and I do think they play a lot better. I don't think it's not gonna be the blowout you think it is.
And then if they get this number 1 seed this week, the Ravens, because they play the Steelers, they have to clinch to get this number 1 seed. Then I think.
I also think all the talk has helped. Like when you talk about people in a certain way, they're gonna come with a certain type of energy.
Yeah.
And the way people talked about how the 49ers was gonna smack the Ravens, like listen, I never thought they were gonna smack the Ravens. I thought it was gonna be a good game. But you talk about how they're gonna smack the Ravens. Hold on, the men are prideful.
We got the same record.
They lace their cleats up to go to work just like everybody else, man. Like that's you messing with pride. And at that point, people come in with something to prove, and you might be just as talented as the other team. But when the other team has something to prove, to play for more than you do, it's a different level. You're gonna see a different level of beast. Like. So
and a lot of times we see that, bro.
You know, and I think they're gonna remember that. It's like the Eagles and the 49ers. The 49ers came in with an agenda with the Eagles because they remember what happened in the NFC Championship when they didn't have Brock Purdy and all the things that were said and all the things that were said afterward. So when they had that on their schedule, like we coming in to do y'all.
That's that fuel right there.
Yeah, and so I do think if they see each other in the Super Bowl again, I think the Niners will remember like they smacked us. Win or lose, they ain't gonna smack us like they did the last time.
Yeah, I think
there's something to play for. So
I think that's the Super Bowl too. That's the best,
same thing with the Lamar thing. Lamar, you know, he acts like he don't hear all the talk, but he hears the talk, and I think it fuels him to go out there and show off. He definitely
he's been commenting about it. He's been commenting about it. It's that, like you said, it's fuel to the fire.
Yeah, you add fuel to the fire, man. You can't say certain things. I definitely think that helps. The Ravens are no joke.
And just like these players need go up on the podium after the game, these refs need to be accountable
too. Oh my
Lord! They need to be fired or fined. Fired or fined. I'm talking about fired because that egregious call with that Cowboys and Lions. But it should be more. It should be more. You was more for players.
Yeah,
it's more for players. You taking out people's salary per week,
checks and
taking out checks and not holding these refs accountable. We always
talk
about that.
I have to answer questions about your call, knowing that I'll get fined if I'm completely honest about it.
What's crazy is that we have cameras. We can see.
We have cameras.
He went up to the referee.
Both of them,
and told the referee about him being
that
eligible.
Ref wasn't paying attention, which is on him.
And you see him.
You have to pay attention.
Walk away, but also
because he's thinking in his mind it's just 70 report. Because 70 been reporting all game. That's a plan, though. That's the whole point. We planned.
And I believe what Dan Campbell said. He pre-prepped for this.
That's what they do. That's what coaches do.
Come on now.
And they sent 70 to report all game. That's a plan. In the event that we run this play, we're gonna send 70 to report, and then we're gonna send 60 and 70 to report. We both can report.
And they said
but
that
ref, he skated by because he was thinking it was just him reporting. No, you have to pay attention.
No matter.
Because he said it's 2 people coming to you right now, not just 1. So you got to pay attention.
I'm convinced these refs got their parlays and FanDuel, DraftKings.
I was in Royal Sands and they were watching. I was like, I could not believe it.
And then call it 30 seconds after the touchdown. After the 2-point conversion, you called it 30 seconds after.
And then you want to say
that's the most egregious call I have never seen.
And then you want to say, then you want to stand on it and be like, no, he didn't report.
And then after the game,
there's so much footage.
After the game, we didn't hear from the referees though. We didn't hear from the referees. We heard from the board, the NFL operations. Exactly. We didn't hear from the referees. They messed up that call, bro.
But now Decker has to answer questions about it. 70 got to answer questions about it. Dan Campbell got to answer questions about it. And if I give my honest opinion, you're going to find me. Yep. If I say it was a bad call, the ref didn't do his job, you're going to find me about it. And it's like, this dude needs to be on here answering these questions at this podium. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then there's too much footage.
And that same night,
this footage of Jared Goff sending Decker to go report.
Yes, correct. Absolutely. It's footage. Huddle. We got cameras.
Like,
Then the second egregious call that same night, Lakers played the Timberwolves. LeBron shoot a 3 to tie it up with like 2 seconds left.
That was a 3.
Foot on the line.
On his birthday.
How dare they? But also, it's just about the call. Refs not being held accountable for these calls. You making the sport look bad, bro. You make people not want to watch.
The reffing has been bad this year, especially in the NBA. You got dudes that have been thrown out just for talking. And it's like, yo, man, as a ref, your emotions cannot be involved in the game. My emotions are involved in the game because I'm playing the game. Like, of course, my emotions are going to be involved. I'm trying to win. Your emotions can't be involved because what you say and what you do dictates the game. You can literally make or break this game. And so, like, you got guys that say one thing and the guy throws a check because he said something. I remember I saw Jaylen Brown got thrown out of the game because he was on the bench on the other side of the court, and the ref threw him out. So it's like, Draymond got thrown out for as one time this game for nothing. Joker got thrown out for nothing. He said something, and they threw a check and threw him out. They threw Giannis out for legit. Now I'm like, yo,
these referees have too much control over the game. Yes, understand they are a big part of the game, but they have too much control
without any accountability.
That's the problem. Facts.
There needs to be more accountability as far as this power is concerned. Because you got people who pay their hard-earned money to see these people play, man, and you throwing them out for nothing. You saw the Scott Foster thing with Chris Paul. It's like, yo, man, little kids spend, parents scrounge up what they can to have these little kids come to see their favorite players play, and you throw them out for legit nothing, like, because you had a bad day that day. And it's like,
ruin a moment.
Like, come on.
Definitely ruin a moment.
What JB say? He says, my first ejection, I thought it would be for something, like, serious, not because a ref had a bad day. Like, I thought I'd at least get in, like, a fight or something. Like, you just ruined that for me.
But that's happening far too often. Like
I couldn't believe I watched it. First of all, I couldn't believe they were going for 2. So I was like, okay. Then they got it. I was like, oh, Steph, they won this game. And then I was like, wait, what?
Now that's what I didn't agree with though. I don't agree with that. If I go for 2, right? I got it. It was a penalty. They called it back. I'm not going to continuously go for 2. I'm going to take the points and see what happened in OT. That's where I feel like Dan Campbell messed up because you got 2 other chances to get it. It was an egregious call.
He got bailed out twice because the second time they went for 2. It was a Michael Parsons penalty.
But Dad, come on, bro. You do have to take the points in that instance. So I do understand what people are saying that. Oh yeah, well you had 2 other chances to get it.
But they won that game, bro. They won.
You have the ability to make or break a team spirit.
You changed the whole dynamic of the playoffs. Call. You changed the whole playoffs with that.
One call.
The whole playoffs has changed because the Lions could have got the number 1 seed for the first time in forever.
Facts.
The Eagles lost the next day.
The Eagles lose to the Cardinals. So now
Cowboys
can take
like you changed the whole playoffs with that.
East.
You gotta get downgraded from the playoffs. You changed everything with that one call. The Lions should have taken the points, but the Lions won that game. It should have never came to that. They won that game. It's like,
And man, Detroit's having an amazing year.
Yeah.
Amazing year. You know me. I'm a diehard Michigan fan. Michigan fan. We to the natty. It's been a long time coming.
There were 2 timeouts called. How do you run that on 4th down?
They pull the Philadelphia Eagles trying to run a push on 4th and goal on the 5-yard line. I'll take it.
Me and my father both said they're gonna run the ball with the quarterback. I thought he'd at least let the play develop or try to go to the edge. He just ran straight first into the line. I was like,
another bad call.
I was like, that 2 timeouts were called. That's what you got.
I feel like this year, and we play Washington. Washington beat Texas, but I feel like this year, this is our year. All things that's been going on with this. The speculations, then
I'm a Jim Harbaugh guy, so.
You know what I'm saying? Having to sit down. We overcome that. We had an interim coach. We beat Ohio State. Y'all sit here and say we don't face competition. We just face Bama, one of the best teams ever. Come on now. Against one of the best coaches ever. Give us our credit. I feel like this is our year. My boy Blake Corum is going crazy. McCarthy. I've been saying the whole year we got the best two corners and Will Johnson. All right. And Mike. We going crazy.
I'm a Jim Harbaugh.
We going crazy.
I'd like to see him win it.
Yeah, and honestly, yesterday we did, and that's another thing. When you watching football, have an understanding of all dynamics of the field and of your position. Because special teams for Michigan tried to lose that game 1,000 times.
1,000 times. People don't realize, like, you don't take special teams seriously until you go to college. That's when you find. When you play college ball, that's when you find out how important special teams is.
For sure. And you want to be on that field. You want to be on the field to make a play, but don't play hero ball. Yeah. Like my man's just muffled a punt on the 1 yard line, bro. That would have been the craziest loss of the history if we'd have lost that Rose Bowl. And what I said, I was talking to me and my friend, that we know football. If the punt is and you're about to field it at your own 5. Let the ball go.
In the end zone.
Whatever happens. But you let the ball go. At the end of the day, Alabama didn't have the timeouts even to catch up. It was 44 seconds left. And guess what? If you
play smart ball, man.
If you play smart ball and let it go in the end zone, we probably didn't even go to OT. We probably drive down and get a field goal. That's one thing we got to brush up on our special teams before we play Washington, because they have a legit team, disciplined team.
Washington tried to lose that game last night.
This man,
I couldn't believe it.
Penix
he
quarterback,
was dotting them up last night.
400,
all them deep. He was dotting them up.
2 touchdowns.
He was throwing dimes down the field.
He also just rose his draft. He
was throwing dimes down the field. All them deep balls.
He's gonna go high in the draft after that game, bro. Off of that game, and what he does in the natty, he's gonna go high in the draft.
Yeah.
And guess what? We're Washington fans as far as the Commanders. We got the number 2 pick, bro.
People trying to say we should just get a line. I'm like,
do we get an old tackle?
At number 2?
Do we get Marvin Harrison Jr. or do we get Caleb Williams?
You get a quarterback.
I was against it at first. We better take the Caleb Williams. I either want Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels.
You don't need to draft a lineman at number 2.
We don't need at number 2 is crazy.
At number 2,
it does because we have so many picks and we have $90 million salary cap. We can trade up also too to get a OT or a guard.
And I watched Jacoby Brissett, spark the offense with the same O-line.
Yeah,
not to say that the line does not need to be repaired. I'm just saying it's clear and evident that we need a better quarterback.
My thing is, I do like Sam Howell, but I feel like the dynamic of somebody like Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels also very much so fits. If Eric Bieniemy is to still be the OC, it also fits that dynamic. Now you got somebody that could be a gunslinger. Yeah. And really,
we also don't know if Caleb's coming out this draft.
He's coming out this draft, bro. And if he's not, like I said, if he's not, you get Jaden Daniels or you get Penix. Yeah. And it's not even
or
close.
You can get Justin Fields.
It's not even close. You could trade to get Justin Fields, but I still feel like we should start off fresh, bro. Sam Howell is only his second year, but you can tell he can be a good quarterback in the league, but it's gonna take more time. We need somebody now.
Yeah.
That's the difference. We need somebody now because we have the wide receivers, we have the talent. We need to step up. We need to get linebackers that are mobile. We need to get more mobile linebackers. We need to we need to fix our DBs as far as our cornerback.
We need edge rushers now because you got rid of them.
And now we need edge rushers. But we get Caleb Williams. The dynamic of our whole team changes, and you got $90 million $90 million. We can get a young coach and with the Lions, the offensive coordinator there, Ben Johnson. Oh my goodness! Get a new GM. We can go crazy. We got the number 2 pick now.
Get the number 2 pick, man. I mean, I do want us to win this weekend.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I want to spoil you the heck out of this Cowboy. I want to
play the game to win.
I want to win this game.
I want to win this game.
I want to get.
But it's like you can't have that high of a draft pick and blowing it on the offensive lineman. There's just not an offensive lineman that's worth you drafting that high.
No.
When you have that much talent on the board,
you got too much talent. It's either, like you said, I don't feel like we need a Marvin Harrison Jr., but we will always. I'll take him.
Yeah.
But I would want a Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels. That would go crazy. That would be a good build for our team moving forward.
Or Penix.
Like I said, his draft stock went crazy.
He went
this whole
crazy
year. But
last night.
Yesterday
they tried to lose that game last night. I was like, what am I watching? Too many field goals towards the end of the game. I was like,
but guess
y'all
what?
could have been put this game away.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. Guess what? That also shows you too that take the points. Because guess what? If they didn't do the field goals, then Texas could have potentially been driving down to win or tie it.
Yeah,
you feel me? So
but I'm saying my point is you gotta get in the end zone. Like there was too many chances to put that game away. You got the second fumble. And you had to go on again. It's like you gotta put this game away.
They was low.
That 15-yard penalty. There was a PI because I forgot. In college, it's not a spot foul. It's a 15-yard penalty. I'm like, you hit that pass. If you hit him in strides, you gotta put this game away.
That's true.
They still had a chance to go down the field and score. Your defense has been giving it up. Like last couple drives, I'm like, they should have put this game away, but they got it done. They got the stop.
There was some good games yesterday.
Yeah, it was some good games yesterday.
Both came down to the last play. Raising Kanan, season 3.
Man, RP my dog Unique, man. Spoiler alert. But like, yo, man, that was wild, man.
Come on, now I'm getting mad. Now I feel like we forcing Ronnie character. Just like I feel like they forced
Unique that really did.
Just like I feel like they forced Lamar's character in BMF, they forcing Ronnie's character. Because he just came into this season, but Unique was a pivotal character in this Kanan space and world. I don't even understand them killing him and where they can go forward with this Ronnie character, because eventually he's like a wild card character too. So like he can go at any moment. People don't really care, but Unique was a pivotal character to the Kanan verse. So I'm like, bro, I didn't like that move. I don't like how Ronnie been moving this whole time. He been daggone murdering everybody, bro. Been acting like Jason around the hood. Ain't nobody even looking into him to, you know what I'm saying? He just got to jail. Nobody looking at him.
Institutionalized, man.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You didn't kill Unique,
down
bro.
long in jail, you come out, you want things to be what they are. You don't realize the world done passed you by.
And if you gonna run me my fade, bro, run me my fade. And I understand in certain type of aspects, it's no rules, Lord. But that's your brother. It's rules. It's rules now. If your brother, you gonna hit this man with a crowbar up beside his head. That's how I knew he was done.
Yeah,
I knew he was done, bro. The Raising Kanan, season 3, I feel like Raising Kanan, we discussed this before, but I feel like it is the best out of the Power series now. Tyreek Jones is, it's a lot of things that's going on. I just feel like this is just the most authentic one. Like I like the characters in this.
I don't like the way Rock moving at all.
Yeah, Rock moving crazy. She got her and Kanan in the situation just based off of you want to put a gun in his bag because you want control. You want control over. You want a control over your child, but that you lost because
you lied to him and you won't tell the truth,
and you continue to lie. If you told me my father was somebody else and I've been living this lie my whole life, bro. I don't want to be associated with you either.
And then you still have the opportunity to tell the truth. You still don't want to tell it. It's like you keep trying to buy him stuff. And I was like, bro, tell the truth. That's what he wants. The kid wants the truth.
And one thing I want to know is that I want to know now because we already seen what happened to Jukebox. I want to know what turned her so dark. Because I feel like in this, if it's not this season, if they renew for next season, she's gonna kill Kanan's father. I feel like it's gonna be a disconnect between those two. Think she's gonna find out that he killed that officer, and that's why I feel like ultimately Jukebox became an officer down the line.
We saw her try to go into the military, so that might happen.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen too.
She's trying to get the heck out of New York. It might just didn't happen in time for her.
My favorite character development has been Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin's been ill.
Marvin's character development.
I'm still trying to figure out why Rock thinks she can say F Lou. Like, I get why Lou's saying F Rock. Right. I don't know why you think you get to say F Lou. like what? Her
mantra is just mind control. Like I think she might be worse than Monet. Like she might be worse than Monet because both of them are bad.
Yeah,
they both manipulating.
Yeah,
but like Rod, I just feel like Rod, in the sense that she's controlled all these situations. Then now all of a sudden you just want to say, okay, well I'm out the game. That ain't fair because guess what? These people that are these people out here still looking at you in a certain type of magnitude, just like those police officers who keep antagonizing her, breaking the windows and stuff like that. You can't just pull out the game like that and then want to be like, okay, well, nah, F you, Lou. We gonna move out to the suburbs and think everything's gonna be all right.
Well, that's what you hope is when you come out the game. you know, you want to get out the game, but sometimes the game, you know, trying to pull you back.
But how she moves,
yeah, extremely selfish, which is a horrible trait to have when you have a child.
You can't be that selfish and then controlling. And we talked about that on podcast ago. Can like a parent that's I guess being too strict or being too controlling cause some certain traits out of the child, and it can. It can. Now Kanan, man, I don't like my mother, and I don't like how Kanan doing Famous too. Famous is giving you somewhere else to stay. Every time Famous, he's in the middle of y'all situation. You want him not to communicate with his mother, but if he say no to the mother, what you think gonna happen to him?
You gotta tell your boy though what happened though. You can't take money, knowing you saw her put a gun in his bag. Like that's kind of wild. You saw my mother when you took money from my mother and you saw her set me up.
Nah, but that wasn't the same episodes. There was two different.
But I'm saying he hasn't told him that.
About did she in front of? Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and she gave him money to say nothing.
But I mean, but guess what? What do you do in that situation? Because Ra's more powerful than Kanan. So like as Famous, I wouldn't even want to be in the middle of that situation, and I'm in the middle of it because Kanan, you stand in my spot. So show me some type of respect, because every time Famous get jammed up, Kanan be like, man, I don't care, man.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's.
I mean, but you're starting to see, you know, Kanan turn into that guy we saw in Power. You know, Kanan didn't care about nobody but himself, not even his own kid.
That's true.
You know, so you know, we're starting to see how that goes.
He let him have it. All right, real quick, let's talk about what movies or TV shows are you looking forward to this year?
One Piece.
A
lot of anime coming this year. One Piece, My Hero Academia coming back, season 7. Hopefully Dr. Stone comes back. Dr. Stone just finished. I'm looking forward to a lot of anime. As far as movies, I don't know. Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
That Godzilla vs. Kong.
Godzilla
is going to be a hit movie of 2024. That junk looks actually good.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Godzilla. Deadpool, if that's supposed to come out next year. Deadpool, Wolverine.
Bob Marley movie is supposed to come
hopefully
out. That's going to be a good
Hopefully. I don't think we are. We were supposed to with the strike. I don't know. But hopefully we get the last Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we get that. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I think those are the 3 I'm looking forward to. I'm really just looking forward to definitely doing some big things with my game. I really need things to start jumping, so I'm looking forward to that. I have a Would You Rather.
Oh yeah, let's go.
TikTok. I have a Would You Rather. Talk. All right. Would you rather? I think I already know your answer. But would you rather animals the size of buses, like lions, like they're the size of a bus, or would you rather insects the size of like dogs and cats?
Dang.
I already know what I'm picking.
Animals size of buses.
Yeah, I would much rather have to deal.
We have animals that are the size of buses now.
I would much rather deal with a lion the size of a bus than deal with a cockroach the size of my German Shepherd.
Nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We wouldn't want to go outside, bro. We were scared. I was scared of cicadas. I don't even like cicadas. So imagine an insect of a cicada.
Imagine a spider the size of a Rottweiler.
Big as a dog. Nah. That's
I would much rather run into an elephant the size of a bus, which is already there.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's animals out here that are larger than a bus now. So, but no insects. Yeah, nah. I'm great.
I'm great off that.
One thing we had to stop doing in 2024. This one thing I'm gonna say. If you're walking your dog and your dog come up to me, do not tell me that dog don't bite. Okay, it don't bite to you. Okay, it might not bite to you. It has discipline for you. I run in that too much. I love dogs, but like it's been so many. But it's been so many instances where like somebody's walking their dog and it's like, you know, next to me. I don't have no problem with it. I might play sometimes, but don't tell me the dog don't bite. Now I'm skeptical of why the dog next to me now.
The dog.
That's one thing right there. It's random, but that's something to talk about.
Dogs. If your dog don't bite, you can say your dog don't bite. Now, like me, I know when I had a German Shepherd, I had a dog that did not like people. I knew that. Like I knew I had a dog that would bite you, so I would never tell you that, and I had to make sure to keep him on a leash. You know, so like you got to be open and honest about the type of dog you have. Like I knew I had a dog that did not like people that would bite you. I don't have that dog now. I have a dog that'll bark, but she barks out of fear. Like, she's scared. Like, she'll back up and bark and then eventually get close to you and then let you pet her. But she won't bite you. Like, she legit won't bite you. So, like, if your dog don't bite, then your dog don't bite. You gotta be honest with her. You gotta know what type of dog you have.
I don't play
like,
that.
I know what type of dog you got, man. I knew I had a dog that did not like people. I knew Samson, God rest his soul, Samson would bite you.
Yeah, I don't play that. Don't play that with the daggone dogs. For sure. Ironically, for all the dogs.
Oh, yeah.
But, and also, like...
who's supposed to drop this year?
And that's what
A$AP Rocky got to drop this album.
Music-wise, I'm just looking for better quality music this year. We had good quality music. We didn't get to do our album review in 2023 review for real. But I just hope for better quality music this year, bro. No matter if it's R&B, hip hop. I just feel like it's been through the last 2-3 years. It has been unproductive.
Yeah, A$AP Rocky needs to drop this year.
Music.
I'm hoping Push returns this year. I'm always hoping for a Jay-Z album. I know we're not going to get Drake because Drake is on a break and whatever. I think Cole is definitely supposed to drop after whatever.
That's one of the main artists I'm looking for.
After him and Drake go off tour or whatever, I think they're going to drop. He's going to drop. So I think those are my 4. Those are my 4 for sure.
I got multiple, but I really want J. Cole to drop his album. That's one I'm really looking forward to because how active he was last year, you would have thought he dropped the album of how active he was.
Listen, I said this, I tweeted this, and I'll tweet it again. If J. Cole wasn't your rap MVP, you're either hating, you're either biased, or you weren't paying attention. But there's no way you could say anyone else was the rap MVP. Yeah. If he wasn't your rap MVP for last year, you're one of those 3 things.
I agree.
There's no other way around it.
I agree. Ain't no way around it.
From the top to bottom, because he had the little Dirk song at the top of the year. Yeah, like
Secret Recipe.
From the top of the year to the end of the year,
for sure.
He smoked everything.
For sure. And then a lot of people, I'm not even sure if y'all heard Boss' new album. 3 songs on there, he went bonkers.
I love Boss. I love that album. That album was great.
That album was a good album.
And I definitely love Home Alone. They went crazy on Home Alone.
I'm looking forward to
I love the whole album. I can't wait for that tour. I can't wait to go see Boss again. But yes, he had 3 songs on that album. Only one. Him and Boss never miss. You know, I think Paper Cuts is the only song I was like, I felt like Cole should have rapped but he was trying something else. Other than that, like from top to bottom, he smoked from the top of the year to the end of the year, like.
And then shout out to them because I didn't get to mention that, but shout out to all the female and women artists because they went crazy last year. Like even if you liked it or not, to Lotto. So even if you
Ice Spice,
you may not like or listen to all the music, but Sexy Red with Ski, that was it was daggone near the hit of last year, 2023. So shout out to the women, so because they went, and Nicki of course, but they went crazy on us last year.
The women had a pretty good year
for sure. Hey, we into the new year. Hey, the TheFaisonViewPodcast, we going up. Make sure you guys tap in. Shout out to y'all, man. Happy New Year.
Yes, sir.
We out of here.